Hello, hello. Welcome to Bunny Love 444. How does it go? Cheerio. What's up, Buttercup? Yes, we are going to get quite the message tonight. This is a little different energy, but yeah, he's coming through with a huge message, and it's going to be one that people should heed the message because the messages that he's having me bring out is very significant. Um, it's about people's spiritual gifts and the things going on with them, um, the guidance, the understanding. Um, yeah, he's bringing a lot out. So we're gonna get it all here as soon as we get some people in here. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, that little notification bell, share the videos, and only be of love and light in the comments, okay? Which I know all of you are respectful on it, but let me get my welcome. Yeah. So this message is very significant, like I said, because today is 5/11/23, right? So God is saying it's the mirroring image of 5115, which is also broken down to that unconditional love, which is also broken down to pay attention because these big changes, he's making them happen. He's making them happen on a spiritual level. So, ouch, my little leopard decided to climb out the tree. Get back up there, little fella. We got to think of name for this little leopard. Okay. So let's get the heart chakra going here because this is all coming from the heart of the message. This is a specific message of God's explanation of the things that he's bringing through to me. Then we will get the divine messages because a lot is going on within the community. Hello, hello. How does it go? All right. So we've got our heart chakra going because it's imperative that everything that's coming through this is from the heart. It's a deeper message that's going to really blow your mind on some of it because not a lot of people are awakened to all of their spiritual gifts, I'm hearing, and not a lot of them have a great understanding. Okay. So it's about being able to embrace the message that's coming up. So we're going to get this Palo Santo going because, yeah, it's the protection that we need from the lower energies. But this great message, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. So there's some for you and some for me. Okay, and it's infinity because it's the protection from God. So he's talking about, first and foremost, hold on. Got to do this because, like I said, we'll get that up here in a minute. Oh, okay. So what I'm hearing first and foremost is there are some people that are violating the spiritual gifts that God has given. And that's why he's bringing me to, like I said, lots of channeling of stuff. But he's wanting you to know that your spiritual gifts are listed in the Bible under Romans 12, 1 Corinthians 12, Ephesians chapter 4, and 1 Peter chapter 4, serving and teaching. Okay. Now, here's the thing. There are 7 different levels of spirituality, right? And God is saying that most of you, hello, sweetheart. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to see you. Most people are on the lower levels of the spiritual teaching, which is basically what they call the crisis director. Okay. And that is like the 7 different levels that they have. I'm going to explain them to you because a lot of people don't understand this. But when I say that this is in the Bible, you know, with the Romans 12, 1 Corinthians 12, Ephesians 4, and 1 Peter 4, God is saying that it is all listed in there. So the ones who are in violation, you better change it up quick, because it's not something that you want to violate with the universal laws, the spiritual laws, the laws of attraction, the divine laws, okay, because there's 16 divine laws that you have to follow. So the 7 levels of spirituality, we're going to go through them so that people can understand. The first level is the mundane level, okay? And this is where your spiritual idol is right on time. You're waiting for that right time to unleash its power of everything that's coming forth when you're awakening. The neophyte level is the divine seed, helping perceive, you know, a greater growth and a different perception for things because it's the complete truth. The adept level is the awareness of the nature that expands within you with that empathy that grows inside of you. Okay. The apprentice level is the realization of what others are thinking play no role to what's truly for you. Okay. The seeker level, this is where your aura attracts the like-minded people. Their independence, and they're independent from with the pains of the world, is why they're the seeker of what is out there, what's going on. Okay. Then you have the master level, which is a very stable connection with your higher self and your guardian angels. And it's being an example for the lost souls, being that messenger for the lost souls. Then you have your phoenix level. And this is one of the highest levels of the state of awareness, for the fulfilling of your mission for God, right? And then you have the 5 levels of spiritual experiences, which the 5 levels of spiritual experiences are world, religion, spirituality, mysticism, and absolute, right? Okay. So with this, people are violating this. And again, I'm going to tell you again, because you see my cards here, okay? The thing is the one thing that he's having come forward. People, collectives, brothers, sisters, however you resonate. When you are on your spiritual divine path, you don't go just pick any type of deck because you want to make money, because you want to have them energies out there. The thing is them decks are to be called from you because they have specific messages from the different realms that you unleash the powers with, right? That you be able to put out. It's having that greater understanding, because this is not a game. This is not something that you play with. And when you're tapping into a realm or a dimension that you know nothing about, you're putting your energetic soul in danger. Okay. And this is why he's bringing it to the chakra styles of leadership and what you need to do with your root, your sacral, your solar plex, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. Okay. So true leadership in spirituality, we have the root chakra, right? This is what they call the crisis director. Okay, because it's like being that prophet, but you're willing to take charge, you're willing to handle the toxicity, you're willing to handle the adversity and everything else, because you are rooted and grounded with God. Your sacral chakra, okay? So this is the relationship manager. Not only in the physical 3D plane, but this is your relationship with God. It's that passion, that desire of supporting God's messages and giving them out there to the collectives. This is having that good communication with God and the multi-spiritual realms in order to put it out there, to be that relationship manager and having the passion to plant the seeds. And that's why it's called fertility, right? Because you're planting seeds. You're creating the messages to get out there, but you're following the spiritual, universal, and divine laws and law of attraction. Now we have the solar plex, which is the emotional, right? Because that is the manager and the organizer. Okay. And that is important because if you're not managing and organizing your spiritual gifts of what he has given you, this is you being tested. And this is where these three, the root, the sacral, and the solar plex are the three polarities where you're being tested. And it's the efficiency and the quality of the message that you give out spiritually that God is bringing to you and that the spiritual realms are bringing you, the angel, archangels, the ascended masters, the guardian angels, your spirit guides, your kindred loved ones. This is you micromanaging them, right? Because it's the efficiency and the quality of what you're doing. So them three chakras alone, the root, the sacral, and the solar plex, them are the polarities. And this is where you are being tested by God. Why? Because these three right here, it's called, with the root, the sacral, and the solar plex, it's the subconscious, the social conscious, and the conscious awareness. Them three right there, this is where you're going to have the pain and the suffering. This is where you're going to fully wake up, because the first three planes trap us in the physical world, right? And this is where it becomes earthbound. Now, when you're looking at it with the 7 seals that God has, okay, because we know the root chakra is red, the sacral is orange, the solar plex is yellow. But when it comes to the 7 seals, which is in Revelations in the Bible, and they are symbolic for the book and the scrolls that John and Patmos saw in the apocalyptic vision, right? Okay, so it goes brown, red, yellow. Okay, now pay attention. There's a reason why I'm telling you this stuff. So on the root one, when it comes to the 7 seals, this is the behaviors that are controlling you, right? This is the subconscious behaviors that are controlling you. This is that polarity that I'm talking about. Okay, and the social conscious is the control that creates your reality, because if you're not a leader, you're what? A follower, right? Okay, so if you're not leading in your spiritual gifts and you're following other people and they're leading spiritually on the wrong path, now you have become doing that, and that's where you get stuck on the earthbound, right? So your conscious awareness, which is yellow, comes in and says, hey, I know you've gone through the pain and suffering. I know you've had assessment judgment that has been holding you down and everything else, but it's time to come to that bridge consciousness, right? That bridge consciousness is the heart chakra. But when it comes to the seal, that is blue. That is blue. There is a reason, because that's the unconditional love with no judgment. Okay. Now, a lot of this ain't going to make sense to you guys, but I am being told by God it needs to be put out there, because there are people out in the community who are not paying attention to their spiritual gifts. And the ones who are taking it as a joke. So your subconscious, your social conscious, and your conscious awareness is going to stick you in that polarity of you being stuck on the physical plane, because you're not fully doing the work of God. Okay, so now let's go to the bridge consciousness. Like I said, that's the heart chakra when you're doing the alignment of the chakra styles of your leadership, right? Because we all know that the heart chakra is green. That's Mother Earth Gaia. That's Father Time, that is our heart chakra, okay? But this is that unconditional love with no judgment as the bridge consciousness, because when you hear the saying as above, as below, and you're the bridge in between, okay, that's one of the seven seals that God's talking about. And I'm going to talk to you about the seven seals because he says it's very important. Okay. So then you have your throat chakra, which your throat chakra is a dark blue, okay, when it comes to the chakras. But when you're talking about the seven seals, this is a rose color, right? It's still your fifth, but it's rose color. And this is because that super consciousness, you are supposed to be transforming yourself to prepare yourself for your hyper consciousness, right? Your hyper consciousness, we'll get to that. But this is you transforming yourself and preparing yourself on that level with you getting closer to God. There's them seven seals, there's the seven chakras, there's the chakra leaderships and what they all stand for. If you don't know what's going on and you're watching this now going, what the heck is she talking about? Okay, this is exactly why he said, talk about the spiritual gifts, because many people are in that subconscious and that social conscious and that conscious awareness are the polarity who is getting stuck in the physical of not being able to move forward to your bridge consciousness, to your super consciousness. Okay. You have to transform yourself. You have to put in the hard work. You have to have that greater understanding and you have to have that closeness with God, because there is something to do with the seven seals. Okay. And if you don't know about the seven seals, you're living blindly in your spiritual journey because you're following people and you're not doing it. You are going out and you are purchasing decks that you have not been called to because, excuse me, excuse me, hello birthday. But you're buying decks that you haven't been called to, and you're going into different dimensions that you know nothing about. Okay. So now we're going to get to the hyperconscious, which is your third eye. And the third eye in your chakra is a light blue, right? Okay. But in your hyperconscious, it is gold. And why is it gold? Because you're supposed to be like the sun. You're supposed to be able to stand alone, but still shine your light, because your hyperconsciousness is like the existence of you in Christ. Okay. This is you. Your full brain activity revolves around walking with Christ, walking with our Father, being in that existence, in that like mind of him. Okay. So then we have it to where, okay, he's wanted me to break that down, and I will in a minute here after the seven seals. Okay. So then we have the ultra consciousness, which is the crown chakra, right? And in the chakra, the crown chakra is indigo or white. Okay. White meaning spirit, and purple meaning our Father. That's the cloak of protection. But in the seven seals, this is rose gold. Okay. Rose gold. And there's a reason. This is, yes. Okay. So okay, sugar. I'm glad you understand, sweetheart. So it's not talking, tongues to somebody. I'm glad that you understand, sweetheart, because the ultra consciousness is that rose gold. Okay. And this is that full attainment of your enlightenment, returning back to the void. Okay. You're returning back to the void. So it's playing that bigger part. But now the chakra leaderships that he wants to say. So like I said, the root is the crisis director. You willing to take charge, work through the toxicity, you being that prophet, being deeply rooted and grounded. The sacral is all about supporting, being that relationship manager between your relationship with God and your relationship with humanity and the relationship with your spirituality, of what levels you are on. Okay. Your solar plex is the manager organizer. Okay. And like I said, these three right here is where you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested. And when I say you're going to be tested, you're going to be tested by God with your efficiency and your quality to manage and organize the different realms and the different messages that are coming out, and know how to identify what realm it's coming from and everything. Okay. So then we have the heart chakra, which is the facilitator and the influencer, right? This is all about renewal. It's all about renewal. It's all about team building, empowering others, learning, teaching, absorbing, to have that greater understanding, because God wants you to have that greater understanding within Him, right? Okay. So then we have the throat chakra, which we all know the throat chakra is about speaking your truth. But this is the development in the community by you speaking your truth, being that interrogator and that inspiration at the same time of being able to give the messages to come to a fuller healing, to be able to share your visions and your values of everything that's coming out. Because God's saying, here, give that positivity, give that creativity, give that greater understanding. So it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. Then we have the third eye, which the third eye, like I said, is that light blue. This is the mentor and partner. Okay. Now, here's the thing. This is all about collaboration with your brothers and sisters. This is all about collaboration with humanity. This is all about collaboration with the community. This is all about collaboration with the world. And this is that strategic alliance that you have with God to give that fulfillment of the messages He's giving you to put out there, not to have this mass confusion because of the 6 veils. Okay. And we'll get to that too. But with the crown, He's saying, listen, the crown is that wisdom and that visionary. Okay. Now pay attention when I said visionary, because didn't I tell you that John and Patmos had the apocalyptic vision? Okay. And this is what they're describing. Okay. So this is being that service to humanity. This is having the long-term perspectives of what God is trying to say, having the ethics in that spiritual of being in that ultra consciousness, which that hyper consciousness and that ultra consciousness is being with Christ, right? That is standing in the existence of Christ. Okay. Like you and Christ are walking hand in hand, and He gives you the messages. Because when I say, hey, God, give me this message, that's because the level that I'm at, I have that existence. Okay. It's no joke. And this is for future generations to understand that He's giving you these spiritual gifts and these things to understand. Because here it is in Revelations, like I said, you can read about the 7 seals with John and Patmos, who had their apocalyptic visions. Okay. It plays a huge part, because the 7 seals, there's 7 seals. And I'm telling you, you need to pay attention to this, because everybody talks about, well, oh, they said in 2012 the world's going to end and yada, yada, yada. Okay. They don't get to predict that, because what God's saying is this: the 7 seals are talking about the catastrophic events that signal the huge change in Earth. And why is that? Because the first 4 seals, which are called the 4 horsemen, right? It's the white, the red, the black, and the pale horse. That's the 4 horsemen. Okay. The 5th seal is all about the souls that are crying underneath the altar. And the 6th and 7th seal is talking about what God's going to do on earth. Okay. And that's why He had me say today, He's not going to flood the earth like He did with Noah, where He went and grabbed divine feminine and divine masculine, one of everything, and put them on the ark, right? He said he's not going to do that. This is going to be very catastrophic that he's going to show. Hello, beautiful. Thank you for coming. He is going to show what it means. Okay, so when them seals, they're playing a very significant part. The brown, the red, the yellow, the blue, the rose, the gold, the rose gold, all play a significant part, right? Why is that? Why is that? Because God wants you to know that with the souls on the fifth seal, because as each seal is being cracked open, you're starting to see, okay, the catastrophic events that signal what's changing on earth. He's been showing you that, but have you been paying attention? On a spiritual level, have you really been focusing and paying attention? And I'm hearing a lot of you who have the spiritual gifts who are breaking not only God's laws, the spiritual laws, the universal laws, the divine laws, the laws of attraction. Here's the thing. With the root, the sacral, and the solar plex chakras that he shows in them leaderships, where he shows the subconscious, the social conscious, and the conscious awareness, them polarities, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck when the catastrophic events come. And this is real. This is nothing to play with. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anyways, so, okay, so then he's talking about the veils, okay, because everybody thinks, oh, well, God lifted the veil. There's also 7 veils. Pay attention to that, okay? It's significant. And when he shows me that everything about the spiritual gifts, again, Romans chapter 12, 1 Corinthians chapter 12, Ephesians chapter 4, and 1 Peter chapter 4 are very significant. So I'm encouraging anybody who doesn't understand what's going on, better pick up that Bible and you better turn to Revelations and to Romans and to 1 Corinthians and Ephesians and read what I'm talking about when it comes to in the Bible. Because I said this in a couple of videos, well, not a couple of videos, I would say about a handful of videos back when God brought it forward. And he was talking about this before, and we didn't really touch base on it. Yes, sweetheart, we are in the last days. I'm telling you, and this is why God's bringing this message. And he's having me talk about the 7 seals in Revelation and Paul and Patmos, you know, of what their visions were and what the 7 seals, you know, are representing. Because the 4 horsemen, okay, you look at the 4 horsemen where it's why do I keep white, red, black, and pale? Okay, it's almost like the medicine wheel is what he's showing me in Native American culture. But the 4 horsemen, they have representation north, south, east, west. Okay. Yes, absolutely, sweetheart. Definitely read it, because this is something that he's talking about massively. Because when people talk about the 144,000, okay, God, his messages need to ring out there. The things that are going on, people are not understanding. Because like in my message earlier that I did on my Facebook, he was talking about people rolling stones on other people. Well, he's going to roll that stone back so hard, and they're not going to be able to move it, right? This is what he's talking about, the different colored of the seals. And as each seal is showing up as catastrophic events on this earth, the changes of the earth and the things that are going on. He's showing you where we're at, where we're at. So, whew, yeah, because the sixth and seventh seal are gonna be what actually takes place on earth. The catastrophic that he is going to bestow on earth. Now, the first four are, like I said, the four horsemen. The fifth one is like the events that are taking place leading up to the sixth and seventh seal. So pay attention. Pay attention, because like I said, when it comes to the spiritual gifts, when it comes to the levels, the different levels of spirituality, what they represent, with the mundane, the neophyte, the adept, the apprentice, the seeker, the master, and the phoenix. He's saying, listen, it all plays a significant role. And as you see me doing this, is because he's coming in and saying, okay, they've ordered their steps, but most of them right there, they're going to be stuck in that polarity, right? You're going to be stuck in that polarity with the subconscious, the conscious, and yeah, absolutely, sweetheart. Yeah, because you know what? Okay, anybody who has dreams about the cow, that's the provider, right? That's the provider. And I'm glad that you brought this forward, because here's the thing. It's God provides. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. God provides. And people are not understanding. They're taking everything that he does for granted instead of giving gratitude for every beautiful thing that he's doing. And with you having a dream like that, that's meaning, especially if it's coming in to where you see that he's protecting certain, it's kind of like yes, 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 absolutely. um but it's the fact that people are misusing. Amazing, thank you, thank you. People are misusing their spiritual gifts that God has given them, and that's why he's having me break it all down here into the different chakra styles of leadership that he's giving you, what they all mean, the levels of spirituality, so you know where you're sitting at, about the seven seals. He's bringing it forward because people are not understanding that this is real. This is real. And the seven seals, we're at the end. Like I said, it's in Revelations, with John and Patmos, about the apocalyptic vision that they saw of what's transpiring. Okay. I'm serious. Go in and read, go in and pay attention. Pay attention. If you didn't know anything about the seven seals, well, just know that we're at the end. We're at the end. And there's going to be a catastrophic event, because each seal has a different representation. Just like the spiritual gifts that God gives you has different levels. Okay, so it was with the ancestors. Okay, that makes sense, because it's generational ancestors, sweetheart. And that's what's coming in on a spiritual level. So if you had that in your dream, above that on top of the hill, that's God and the ancestors coming in and conveying the message and saying, here you go. Okay, beautiful. Yes, thank you. I absolutely appreciate that. And I'll look forward to your email. but it's the ancestors. It's all the different realms that are coming in, because like I said, there's the different levels of your subconscious, your social conscious, the conscious awareness, the bridge awareness, the super conscious, the hyper, and the ultra. Okay, them are the 7 different levels of spirituality. And depending where people are, you know, it doesn't mean that, okay, he's coming in and saying he doesn't want you guys to overreact and think that, oh, I've got to hurry up and open up all my spiritual gifts so I have a greater understanding. No, right here is where he's talking about being able to be that mentor, be that partner, give that wisdom and that visionary of what he's saying and put it out there to you, right? Because when you're fully balanced and everything else, the crisis director, the relationship and manager, the manager and the organizer, which them are all the different chakras, right? It's the facilitator, the influencer, the interrogator, the inspirational, the mentor, the partners, and the wisdom and the visionary. It's all coming in under that leadership and saying, God's saying, here, explain this to them. Because, like I said, with the different levels of spirituality plays a role in it too. And that's why, like I said, I have been called to over 500 decks because I have been blessed with to be able to tap into many of the different realms, the multidimensional realms, the presence of the portals. Okay, the thing is they're amazing people. They're amazing people when you're able to connect with them and God standing right there with them, and being able to tell you from everywhere else. It's hard to explain, but it's the fact of stand in your authenticity of who you are. God bless you with spiritual gifts. Do not abuse them. You have a mission to do. You have a mission to do, to be able to step up, because the levels of spiritual experiences, here's the thing. Right now we're on the 3D playground called Earth, right? That's one spiritual experience. Religion is another. Spirituality is another. The mysticism is another. And the absolute is another. So them different levels play a huge part on there. So now that I've gotten God's message out, we're going to start in, and we're going to see what other messages he wanted to come through. Confirmation. When you hear that little ding, that's God's confirmation. Again, he's showing me 444. It's very significant because there's somebody in the chat here that with this last moon has come into the spiritual awakening where they're feeling a little different, like they're picking up a little more, and it's beautiful to embrace them gifts. Okay. All right, so let's find out, what does our Father want us to know? What does he want us to know for the messages that were just put out there of everything that he wanted me to explain? Yeah, because I'm hearing when you can stand at that hyper and ultra consciousness of the existence of Christ and the great understanding of him, and walking hand in hand and him carrying you through, what's happening is people are going to look at you like, whoa, how does she know all this? Well, talk to our Father, talk to the multidimensional realms, talk to the OMs. Have a good night, Martha. You have a good night at work. Nice to meet you, Rhonda. I'm so glad that you are here. I greatly appreciate you coming in and being here with all my beautiful soul family that is a great supporter, very loving, kind, and nurturing. All right, Father, I need these to flip or fly so we know that it's for the collectives. What do we need to know, Father? What do we need to know? For the messages that you conveyed, what do we need to know that I channeled that? Okay. Sacred union. What did I say? What did I say? The horse. Okay, I'm telling you. My God is awesome. He is amazing. He is amazing. He is amazing. Okay, so this is assisting in the partnerships, right? This is having that unconditional love to give the spiritual enlightenment to help others embrace. Okay, the other message that I'm getting is, and it's the white horse, you know, it's beautiful, the purity. I'm also getting that this is taking control of the spiritual gifts that God has given you, because you're supposed to be an assistant to these different partnerships to be able to put out there to the sacred union of our brothers and sisters so that they know what's going on. Because if you're a part of the 144,000, guess what? You need to know what's going on. Absolutely. It is real. It is definitely real. And, you know, I get them visions all the time. Yeah. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Okay. So when I see this, again, this is beautiful. This is that consciousness action where you're taking the subconscious, you know, the conscious, the bridge conscious, the hyper conscious, the ultra conscious. And this is a selflessness gift that God has given you. And having gratitude for what God has given you, and trust and believe that He has given you this gift because He trusts and believe that you are a true warrior, that you will carry out the mission for Him. Yeah, I just got the goosebumps because he's over here hugging on me right now. Wow. Beautiful. Look at the rainbow prints came out. Okay, and this is the chakras. This is what I'm saying. This is that compensation that God's giving you of that abundance to be able to persevere forward, knowing that you are balanced between the different realms, that you are balanced with the blessing that He has given you. I'm telling you, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. And guess what? We had the cosmos peek out. Okay. And this is that creativity to understand the different levels of the multidimensional realms. This is being in that sacred union with God, being in that hyper and ultra consciousness, to be in the existence of walking with Him. Yes, it is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Father. Yeah. The wise woman in Wonderland. Okay. So even though this life is very mysterious, it's very beautiful the way God created it. And when you see the bunny rabbits are the totem pole of Mother Earth Gaia that is saying, hey, life is a mystery. Stand in your integrity. Okay. Stand in your integrity. But I'm also hearing keepers of the scales. Okay. So keepers of the scales, you as the angelic being have to keep that balance. That's what your spiritual gifts are supposed to be here for your divine path. This is 38. This is broken down to your divine path. This is all about that fairness and balance, because we are not here to knock anybody off of what they're doing for their mission for God, right? We're trying to keep that balance. When it falls, the keeper of the scales falls under the rainbow prince. This is about keeping the balance of the chakras and the levels of spirituality. This is beautiful. All right. Way different message that God put out there. You see that one? That one really wanted to come out. Yeah, the prison of the Waff. Okay. So this, thank you, Father. This is confirmation right here. This is about the stability or the spirituality that people had as the angelic being. Right now, they're sabotaging their spiritual gifts. They're sabotaging the poverty consciousness of what God was bringing forth, and they're being punished. I'm seeing, yeah, the cat in the tree. I'm seeing the punishment because He's saying that the cosmos, this is a sacred union that you have with God. This is a sacred union to be blessed with your spiritual gifts, your psychic abilities, and everything that the cosmos and the multidimensional realms have brought to you. Your celestial team, the Palladians, yeah, the Lemurians. I'm hearing all of them are, it plays a big part. It plays a big part. Okay, what else do we need to know? Thank you. The camel boy. That's beautiful. Okay, so this is the thing. It's like with the camel boy that's coming out, it's showing me Master 33. This is all about the teachings. Okay, when it shows me him playing the flute, it is being able to put the messages out there, but take small steps. I'm hearing take small steps, ask for help. Don't feel like you're alone. Okay. The master teacher is coming in and saying, because the receiving blanket that I see in pink, it's you're receiving that passionate drive, that passionate understanding to be able to step into your higher power of the gifts that God has brought you. Because everybody has the gifts. It's, are you choosing to open up to them? Are you choosing to pay attention? What else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know, please? Yeah, it's time to be adventurous and play. Okay, so I'm seeing, when I see the two turtle doves, I'm seeing the Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 12. Okay, yeah, it's divinely being able to, I'm hearing the singing birds, I'm hearing springing up, I'm coming to action, the seasons. Yeah, I'm hearing the spiritual calling of the turtle doves, of the cooing of the turtle doves fills the air. It's like that rebirth of being able to open up. Yeah, because the flowers are springing up, and the singing birds. I'm hearing the singing birds have come. Okay, what else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know? Whoa, they all came out. If they were meant to come out, they'll come out again. What do we need to know, Father? What do we need to know, please? Yeah, let love light the way. That's right. There's a turtle dove again and the phoenix, right? Dematri. Okay, what are they saying? Dematri. Dematri 31:8. I'm hearing, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord will personally go ahead of you. That's beautiful. Yeah, so don't feel like you're doing it alone, because God's going to be there for you. Be that powerful presence of peace. Yeah. And the two turtle doves with the unicorn. This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. I'm hearing. He's saying, give all your cares and worries to God. Give all your cares and worries to God, because he loves you. He loves you. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, what else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know? Yeah, with God, all things are possible. What did I tell you? Our Father stands tall, right? And I'm hearing Matthew 17:20 about the mustard seed, and telling the mustard seed, or telling the mountain to move, and that mountain will move, because with God, all things are possible. That's what I'm hearing. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, because like I said, God takes your trials and tribulations and turns them into triumph. He takes your mess and turns them into a message. He takes the victim and it turns it into a victory. He takes that pain and turns it into pleasure. I mean, he is the one that makes the impossible possible. Thank you, Father. What else do we need to know? Ooh, that one fell right on the high Lord of gratitude and service. Yeah, be the love you wish to receive. And there's God. Be the love that you wish to receive. And seeing him do that, it reminds me, I'm hearing him say Proverbs 11:25, chapter 11:25, because today's the 11th and 25 is broken down to him, which is number 7. But I'm hearing those who refresh others will be refreshed, is what he's telling me. Those who refresh others will be refreshed. Okay, so let's see what Archangel Michael has to say. This is a beautiful message that he has, given. It's a very powerful message too. So thank you. You guys are on the right path. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is working. And God is saying that, be the love that you wish to receive, because like I said, when he's showing Proverbs 11:25, you refresh others, he's going to refresh you. If you feel depleted, he is going to refresh you. He's going to make you feel that positive energy and that strength that he has. Yeah, family, baby, family. Woo! And what I'm hearing with this is things are starting to go with the flow when it comes to your friends, your family, relationships. You're feeling a deeper connection is what I'm hearing. You're feeling a deeper connection now that you're coming into your life purpose. Yeah, I don't know why my arm is doing that, but come on now. We've got messages to give. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, artist. Okay, so some of you are hiding your creativity. Some of you are hiding your creativity that could be very beneficial for a career for you, I'm hearing. And for some others, I'm hearing about that creativity, that you need to be creative in the areas of your life to make things a little different for you. Okay. All right, Father, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Thank you. Wow. That one said, boom, boom. I'm going over here. Yeah, look at children, women and children. I'm telling you, God is playing that flute, right? Because when it shows me the Lion of Judah and it shows me with the children, and it's about the beginning of this message that I had channeled to you of what he had told me. It involves helping and giving people the understanding, helping and teaching and healing, and being able to follow that divine path and having a greater understanding and having that inner strength to have that understanding. Because yeah, it's like music to your ears. Yeah, that support. Okay, so when the support comes out, he's holding that healing staff, right? Some of you, it could be medicine because it's the medicine symbol, but this is healing. Okay, so some of us have them healing capabilities, have that passion to make sure that others are healing, that others are doing good. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, let's get into see if there's any other messages that want to come out when it comes to the overall energies. Father, the overall energies, that what messages want to come through? What energies are somebody's having the 5 of Swords. This is conflict. Somebody's created some tension for somebody, and somebody's being really stressed out. Okay, just know that God says that there's a new beginning there. Okay, what else do we need to know? Thank you, Father. Yeah, Page of Wands. Okay, this is about the conflict and the tension that you've been going through, that adversity of things that are going through. It's something you're very passionate about, but that conflict and that tension that somebody has created for you, you're now questioning and doubting yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let them people try to take your shine from you. Don't do that. Yeah, walk away. 8 of Cups. God is saying, walk away from it. Walk away from it. Make the change and walk away from it, because here's the thing. It's like they keep giving you this disappointment. They keep disappointing you. And God's saying it's time to walk away. It's time. Yeah, look. 4 of Swords. Put it to rest. It's time to put it to rest. For that stability within yourself is to be able to put it to rest. I'm also hearing some of you are working so hard. It is time for some rest and relaxation. Okay. I'm hearing kick back this weekend, kick back and just recoup. Okay. What else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need? Whoa, that one flipped circles. That is beautiful. Yeah. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Okay. So when we have the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords back to back with each other, it's this tension and conflict that they have created has made you lose something. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming in, sweetheart. Thank you. I appreciate everybody that's coming in. But the 5 of Cups, they have created so much tension and conflict within you that I'm hearing that you have lost something. 10 is all about the completion, right? 10 is about, the completion of something. So I'm hearing that it's finally going to end. And with the 5 of Cups, you're going to be able to salvage whatever is left instead of regretting what they've been doing. Okay, beautiful. Well, just know that, there is no regret there. You did the most beautiful thing that you could have done. It's you showed your selflessness of being able to take care of your grandmother, giving up your passion at that time. But just know, look, you're going to be able to salvage, you're going to be able to start doing things. Yes, it does still hurt. It does still hurt. And that's the thing where we have to, and it's different for each person. It's different for each person. But like God says, don't hold that hurt. Hold the good memories of them in your heart, because spiritually, they are sitting right beside you. They're with you every step of the way. They're physically on another mission for God. Okay. You are meant to be loved. You are meant to be loved unconditionally. Yes. Everybody is meant to be loved unconditionally. It's the fact that we have to do certain healing things in order to be loved, because other people who don't want to love you like you give that unconditional love, if others are not giving it back to you, it's because they have to do some healing. It's not you. Absolutely, sugar. That's right. Look, 4 of Cups. This is about that stability of being in that contemplation. Look, of going back to your passions. Going back to your passions, okay? What else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know? Spiritually, you are loved. Look, 6 of Cups. I'm telling you, this is that growth. This is you. When you're walking away, this is you coming back to that innocence of who you are. Remembering who you are and where you stand. Okay? Okay, what do we have for the stability of when it comes to putting things to rest and being able to recoup? Yeah, look, energetically. Okay, so when he says that it's time to rest and relax, it is time to be able to recoup on an energetic level, because mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, you are drained. You are drained. No, it does not fix everything, sweetheart. You're right. It does not. It does not fix everything, because the thing is if you do all this hard work for you and others don't do the hard work, it's hard for you to see that progress moving forward, because they have to be able to do the work when they're ready. When they're ready. Yeah, it's, you got to be able to, see that not everybody's going to be able to do it, because look, there it is, 8 of Pentacles. That's right. You only control yourself, and you put in the hard work for yourself, and it's the others' free will to do how they're going to do it. And it makes it hard, because sometimes when the people that are in our inner circle, or the people that we've come into who don't want to do that inner work, the thing is, as long as you keep persevering forward, it's not going to stop you. It's not going to slow you down. That's right. Everything will fall into place in divine timing. In divine timing, it will. Yeah, because look, there's the 6 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, this is the growth. That is you being able to give to yourself, being generous to yourself, and being generous to others, and showing them that no matter what happens, you know, with everything that they're trying to conflict of, right here, it's telling you the growth that you have done, the growth of you giving and loving, and being that generous, loving, caring, cold-hearted person that has a heart of gold. Okay, you're absolutely correct. The unconditional love does not exist in this dimension, but spiritually, you are in existence with God. So, you being on this 3D playground, this earthly matrix, it does exist. And God wants you to be able to shine your light of that unconditional love, because He resides within you and you are a wholeness with Him. So, it's being able to have that innocence to show people that unconditional love does exist, just not here. And that's why it's up to us. Okay, Misty, take it slow, sweetheart, and we'll see you when you come back, okay? All right, sweetheart, be safe. Love you. Okay, the thing with it is the unconditional love resides within you. And so it is on this 3D earth, which they call the earth matrix. That's right. And you will be loved unconditionally, always and forever, because He resides within us. Look, 3 of Wands. This is that preparation and foresight. That's that communication that He's giving, that we have to make the difference. We have to be the one to bring back and show the true unconditional love, because when He resides within us, we have to show the world that it does exist when he's within us. That's the main thing. Yeah. That prosperity and happiness. Look, that unconditional love, it comes out and God brings it forward, right? Because he brings partnerships into your life to give a greater understanding, to be able to help manifest this happiness, this prosperity. All right, what else do we have, Father? What else do we have? What else do we need to know, Father, for this beautiful message, please? What else do we need to know? Anything else that we need to know for this beautiful message? Okay, yeah. We have the 7 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. Woo-wee. I'm hearing this is a crisis because so many are living in illusion, fantasy, fear, in their imagination, when they should be holding the faith as the angelic being that they are, so that they can be abundant. Ooh, what else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know, please? Yeah. 10 of Wands, and I got the tingly on the back of my head. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful because when you think that you have to carry these burdens, you don't. You release them to God. When you feel that you have to take responsibility, you take responsibility only for you, not what everybody else is doing, not what everybody else thinks. Okay? It's like, okay, hold on. So what he's saying, what he's coming through and saying is stop feeling like you have to take responsibility for everybody else and their work. You need to take responsibility for you to knock them burdens off. Any burdens that you have, you need to release them to God because God is going to be the one to fix them. And I'm hearing that, look, some of you could be seeing 10-10. Okay, this is significant, very significant. When you have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, you know, it's having these burdens makes you feel like you've been defeated, makes you feel like you've lost out on something, makes you feel like, oh, now my life's in a crisis. What am I going to do? Because it doesn't feel like I'm moving forward anywhere. But you are, because you're only taking responsibility for what is your problems, what is your healing and what you're wanting to do, right? Yeah, because these are the messages that are coming through for God. This is about making that change. The 8 of Wands is about making that change. It's about taking that movement one step at a time and having a greater understanding, because even, where'd it go? Where is he? Even with the camel boy, this is taking one step at a time and asking for help where you need help. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because the thing is we are all God's children and he wants us all to be able to prosper. Okay? And it's having that greater understanding. What else do we need to know, Father? Yeah, I feel spirit. Look at, you see how it landed on me like that? Yeah, having that compassion, seeing that potential. Look, the Page of Cups is seeing the signs and synchronicities. Seeing the signs and syncs. Yes, you are. You are deeply. And, whoa. 3 of Cups. This is that celebration. This is that partnership, that being in the community, giving the communication, putting out that communication, doing your spiritual gifts, doing, building new friendships and being around people who are like-minded, okay? Because like attracts like, right? And it's, look, who wants progress and discovery? It's you being able to discover new people, new levels, and everything are going to change the way that things have been going. Why? Look at, you have the king and queen. Okay, so the king of pentacles is coming in as very self-disciplined in his authority figure, but this is the influencer, right? And this is a divine counterpartner that is coming together, who basically balances the things out. Yeah, the duality of that progress and discovery. So I'm hearing that somebody has discovered that they are attracted to somebody. They made that discovery, that they know that they belong with somebody. I'm hearing the spiritual intelligence is off the chart, off the chart. Yeah, look, because this person has self-confidence, knows their self-worth, makes progress every day, brings out things that they didn't know. Look, teamwork, Three of Pentacles. It's all about that teamwork, working together, having a greater understanding, building each other up, supporting each other. What else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know? Yeah, bringing things to calmer waters, because everything in this 3D playground called Earth, or the Earth Matrix, has been so chaotic and full of turmoil, hurt, and pain, and disaster. And it's the belly. This is the belly of the beast playground right here. And we need to bring things into calmer water with a greater understanding. All right, let's see what the universe has to say. Yeah, it's 11:11:35 on the clock. So it's, watch your thoughts, because you are abundant. Watch your thoughts. I'm also hearing that 111 is God's way of coming in and telling you, listen, spiritual beings, use your intuition, use your spiritual divine guidance that he is giving you, to be able to put it out there, to have a greater understanding where he's guiding you and what he's wanting to do. Yeah, look, because hope is the conduit for miracles, right? Trusting and believing in God, and keeping the hope and keeping the faith, and having a greater understanding on a spiritual level of what you're supposed to be doing. You're the conduit for God, right? Because God is not here physically in this realm. Spiritually, he resides within each and every one of us, because that's how powerful. Look, and he's always got your back. He's always giving you that wisdom. He's always giving you that knowledge. He's always showing you that he's here and that he is working on things. Like I said, yeah, that's beautiful. What else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know? Yeah, joy is the ultimate creator. Okay? Because God is our joy. He is our bliss. He is our abundance. He is our everything, right? And he creates that for us. When we learn, when we gain our lessons, when we understand what he wants us to do. Okay? I'm hearing a divine masculine's negative energy right now, and I know that this divine energy is a very generous, loving, caring, compassionate person, but it's in the thinking. Yeah, because are you really honoring how you feel? Are you really honoring the vibes that you're seeking? Because your vibes speak louder than your words, right? So when you're getting the messages from God, he's being that conduit between you two. And that's where it falls down to the hyper consciousness, right? A lot of people ain't there. A lot of people are stuck on the subconscious, the conscious, and the not the bridge. Oh, Father, you told me what it was. Say it again. Say it again. Yeah, it's the polarities. It's the polarities that you're stuck on between the root, the sacral, and the solar plex. You're stuck on them. Yeah. Because this one says, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. When you focus on the things that you need to, you see the world in a different lens because you see it through God's eyes, because God is with you. And that's the joy. That is the ultimate creator, right? Yeah. The ultimate creator. Hold on. Yeah. Because I'm also hearing the conscious awareness. Yeah. A lot of you that are, this is confirmation because it came out again. A lot of you are going through a lot of detours, a lot of negative situations right now. I'm hearing a lot of betrayals, a lot of backstabbing. And this is God's detour for you because he's showing you that there's something, this is not meant for you. This is not meant for you because his detours are your protection. Yeah. When I think I've surrendered, you can surrender more. Every day you can surrender more. Like I'm telling you, you can surrender every day to him because he's going to give you them new seeds. He's going to make things grow. He's going to make things flourish. Yeah, and I'm hearing you can surrender it to God, to the mercy of his feet. Because look, energy flows where your intentions go. So if your intentions are sitting in a negative space all the time, that's all you're going to get while you're in this world. Your negative thoughts are constantly going to bring negative rewards or negative responses to you. So if you have a high vibrating energy and you're going with the flow and you're like the sun, where you're not afraid to stand alone, but you're still shining bright, that's because God is the sun, right? He is that golden wall of protection that comes down, who protects you. Yeah, so it's about being that positive vibration of your energy. Again, confirmation. Right here it says, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free that I am, because he frees you from being entrapped in them negative thoughts. He frees you from having that fat little red bastard sit on your shoulder and always playing tug of war with you about the duality within you, right? And he gives you, what is that? Look at 888 on that hummingbird's belly. Do you see that? Do you see the 888? The 888. I'm telling you, that's balance and wealth coming from God. That's balance and wealth. And when you look at it, because when you look at it like that, it looks like 888. But when you look it up upright, it looks like 1111, 3838, which is 1111. I'm telling you, still, that is still the ascended masters and saying the peace within you. The peace within you. You have nothing to worry about with him being there and going before you. We had 3 cards that came out. Yeah, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Okay? Because look what's happened. When you look at this card, envision yourself being outside, okay? Oh, shoot. Picture yourself being outside and you have all this brush that is covered over, and you remove that brush and look at, there's that beautiful flower, right? There's that beautiful you. Okay? So it's being able to dig down, know that you can be fearless, know that you're going to do whatever it takes to get that wisdom and knowledge to become closer to consciousness, okay? Depending on which spiritual level of consciousness you're riding at. But it says, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Okay? The thing is what he's telling me is that some of you believe, but sometimes your mind takes over and it tries to pull you backwards. But that's where you have to be fearless and go deeper and pray to God, surrender it to his feet. Because why? You will be guided back to him, which there's the sun. Like I said, he will nurture you. He will grow your blessings, right? And when you look at this, what does it look like? The father lion and the baby lion and the third eyes coming together. Yeah. He will always come back. He will always protect you. He will always guide you. He will always give you the knowledge of what you need. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, what else? Thank you, Father. I'm telling you, confirmation, here it is. When I'm in alignment with love of the universe, peace cannot be disturbed. Now look at, you see, here is our Father, right? Here is you as the beautiful flowers with your divine counterpartner. I'm hearing divine masculine, divine feminine. With your connection with God and you embracing your spiritual gifts, embracing our Father, I'm telling you, nothing can disturb that beautiful life that you have. The peace, the harmony, the bliss, the joy, the prosperity. Nothing can disturb that, right? Yeah, because you need to choose love no matter what. You need to choose love no matter what. Oh. And he says, lots of victory in evolution, in the evolution. Lots of victory in evolution. Yeah. It's being able to prosper to a higher level. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I love this beautiful message that he has come out with. Yeah, because look, I am the loving energy of the universe. And it's having that divine connection, right? Because this is all about the third eye right here. And when you look at it and you turn it like this, or you can turn it like this, it looks like the night sky. Okay? It looks like the night sky. But it's being that divine spiritual being, that gift that God created, which is you, to be that loving energy, to be that positive energy. Because look, I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. See? Third eye, balancing your chakras. Here's the multidimensional realms. Here's you that is still asleep, not awakened to who you truly are. And you're a human being. Yeah. And you're trying to get closer to God, to balance yourself to the different conscious level. Because like I said, the different conscious level is you have your subconscious, you have your conscious, you have the conscious awareness, you have the bridge awareness, you have the hyper consciousness, you have the ultra consciousness. Okay. So yeah, it's, oh, and the social consciousness. Sorry, I forgot the social consciousness. That's all 7 of them then. Yeah. Nah. I'm telling you. What does that say? Your reality, your energy creates your reality. So what you focus on is what you will manifest. And didn't I just say that? That's confirmation. When you're thinking negative and you're constantly thinking, oh, this is happening or this is going on, or negative thoughts, or oh, that's never going to work, you're manifesting it to not work. You need to say, guess what? It's going to work. It's going to be here. Oh no, sweetheart. Were you able to leave the house or no? I hope you're okay, sweetheart. But the thing is you need to be able to raise your vibration. Because if you wake up and say, today is going to be a victorious day and I'm going to be filled with many miracles and many blessings, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get them many miracles, and you're going to get them miracles of them little blessings that are just going to pop up everywhere, okay? And it's your thoughts. If you have doubt that it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. If you think, oh, well, it is going to happen because it's meant for me, I deserve it, I'm deserving of it, and I am receiving it, and all you have to say is, Father, I'm receiving it, and guess what? Boom, you're going to get it. Misty, are you okay, sweetheart? I just want to check. Hold on. I just want to check and make sure she's okay. So yeah, it's about changing that reality and just standing in your power. Now, I am being guided to get a postcard from Spirit. Okay. A postcard from Spirit, because they want to let you know that they see all the hard work that you're doing, all the stuff that, you know, you have been really putting into yourself. And, you know, it, even though if somebody here on the 3D plane has not give you recognition or not recognized what you have doing, just know that the spiritual realms have, and they're bringing it forth because they're telling me we need to get a postcard from heaven because there's somebody that wants to say something. So what do we need to know, Father? Okay, there's one. Now they said switch it to the south, because the north is the north node of God. It's the south wing kisses, and it's the new dawn, new day, and it's the surrendering to the west, right? So they want me to keep them in order because it's specific. So we're going to do one more, flip it. And the reason why I say flip it is because they're saying it's like the twinkling star. It's like the twinkling star. All right, so the first one is, and we're going to see, because when they do this, you know, they bring things out and it's of importance, right? It says, dearest you, and I'll try to look this way so that you guys can see it. It says, dearest you, as you think, so will your experience in life. Thoughts are that powerful. And this is confirmation that your thoughts are a reality, right? Okay, so it says thoughts are powerful and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so that they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc on you. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masqueraded as a truth. Yet the real truth is that essentially all is well, all is blessed. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, of accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking of every single day, and they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get in the way from what you are doing. Oh no, sweetheart, if I was there, I'd come and get you in a heartbeat. And you're all by yourself? Okay, it says, how do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave the judgment out of the mix, okay? Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love your thoughts, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back to you. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. And it just started downpouring, so that's the purification. Okay, sweetheart, we just want to make sure you're okay. And this one says, dearest you, There is always more than one side to an argument, two sides, if not more. To every story, and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach these experiences with understanding and compassion. Seek a common ground to understand how the other person thinks or how an alternative plan might be laid down. Stay out of judgment too, okay? Observe, use your discernment, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to others' points of views. No matter what, you've been presented with the great opportunity and a gift from God to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. Oh, that rain just come pouring down. I'm telling you, this is God's purification. It's time to purify yourself. It's like step outside and let the rain hit you for a few minutes and just let it purify your soul so that you can knock out all that negative chatter that's going on. And this one says, "Dearest you are taking yourself and your problems too seriously. Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all that and start having some fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you so heavy-hearted, you you will regret it. We get a chance to move some magic into your direction. We just need you to let go a little bit. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you got really loose, silly, and goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some very funny comedy to make you laugh, or call the one friend you know who will remind you of how ridiculous and delightful you are with your giddiness. You will return refreshed and renewed and ready to once again see the world as less daunting. And you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care about you? See, this is what I'm talking about is these three cards that they had bring out was confirmation, because these are messages that our Lord had brought out to us, right? Okay, is somebody coming to get you, Misty? Is your auntie coming to get you, or somebody? We got to make sure our sister's okay here. Is somebody coming to get you or bring you gas? Okay, okay. We just want to make sure. We're looking out for you, sweetheart. We're looking out for you. And the messages that came out is directly on point, directly on point. And it's like, when was the last time that you had fun? When was the last time you got to be goofy? When was the last time that you really had that belly laugh, right? And it's about being able to redo that. It's 13344 on the clock. So that's you as the angelic being getting the messages to be abundant. And yeah, I'm gonna have to take this and step outside, because when it rains like that, I love the smell of fresh rain and that purification that comes in. But how many times have you guys really had a great laugh, or were silly, or just did something goofy, right? It's about being playful, being spontaneous, and so far this whole week, these last four readings didn't God have that in there where he said, Be playful. With the sandpiper, he was saying be playful, be mindful, be spontaneous, have fun, giggle, kick it up a little bit, you know, really enlighten the mood. So, all right. Has anybody else got it raining where they're at? Has anybody else got it raining where you're at? Does anybody know if Misty, you too? It's raining by you too? Yeah, so one of these nights, we'll do a live, and on the live or whatnot, we'll just be able to have a little fun after the message comes through, and be able to giggle and have some fun, because I think that's important when everything's always serious, and the messages, I want to make sure God's messages get out there, the teachings and the understandings that he wants people to know. But I feel it's important too that we all get them giggles and laughs in, right? Wow, it's really downpouring. So I'm hearing it's purifying the messages. He's showing the messages are true. You hear it? It's like you probably can't hear, but anyways, I get all excited. I'm like, oh, I gotta go outside and I gotta watch, and I just gotta be out there and see. That's where my inner child comes in, and that happiness. It's like, let's go watch the storms. Okay, beautiful. I just want to make sure somebody's on their way, and that you're not by yourself, and that you're not stuck in a position. You know, that's why I'm still on here. I want to make sure that she's coming. You're very welcome, sweetheart. We just want to make sure that you're okay, and that you're keeping contact to know that you are safe. Because we want to make sure that our sister is safe and nothing's gonna go wrong. So, anyways, anybody got anything that they want to ask, want clarification on, or it's time to just be silly and goofy, right? Yes, and I'm also okay. Where to go? I don't know if you can see in the live. Okay, let me see here. Okay, pin it. Okay, so I just pinned this up here. So please go look at it. I can't read the full thing of what it's saying. It says, I don't know why I can't read it. I just see the P that comes up with the name. But check it out. Check it out. I just pinned it up there, and I don't know. I didn't see it until now. So, oh, share it, share it. Okay. So yeah, it's be able to share this, spread it around if you can. Um, you know, yeah, that's what it's doing right now. It's like coming down so hard. It's like somebody's got the drumsticks going, it's coming down so hard. And I know earlier it sprinkled just a little bit, but I mean, this is like downpour to where I better get my boots out there so I can go out and walk in the water, play in the water, splash around. I gotta tell you, I did that once before, talking about the rain and everything. Here's a silly moment so you guys can get a little laugh off of this one. So this was years ago, but it downpoured like that, right? With lots of puddles and everything. And we were walking into the store and I told my friend, I was like, hey, she goes, what? I go, look at it here, fishy, fishy, fishy. And she went down there to look at it and I went like that in the water. And she said, there ain't no fish in there. I was like, we're in the middle of a parking lot. Why is there going to be a fish in the middle of that? But yeah, I'm telling you, it was hilarious. You had to be there at the time. It doesn't sound as funny now, but I mean, she really bent down there like she was looking for a little fishy. Yeah, that's been a long time, but it was funny. It was funny. I'm telling you, it was funny. Because we always used to play around like that, If you hear that whatever in the background, it's just the fan, the way it's leaning. It's all good though. It's all good. All right. Anybody have anything else that they want to ask? Misty, has she got there yet? Let's see. I don't know why. Oh yeah, it's raining really bad here. Really bad here. Okay, well, we'll wait to make sure that she at least catches up with you so that you're not by yourself, okay? Got to make sure everything is safe, everyone's safe and all right. All right, all right. Yeah, and we will be here at 7 o'clock tomorrow as well for our Fantastic Friday messages. Fantastic Friday messages. I don't know if it's just me, but it's like my messages are delaying because I don't get to see some of them right away. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, if it was up to me, I would be in the back end of the truck looking up at the sky and just letting it fall on my face, I love being out and hearing the sound of the rain. And I'll open up my window just to be able to hear it. That's the best thing. It's so calming. It's like I call it the purification, God's purification to cleanse things and renew it. Cleanse and renew, cleanse and renew. Get these all picked up for the next. All right. Ooh, lights are flickering. That flickering. I can't remember who it was that just went through some bad tornadoes or something like that. I'm hearing Colorado tornadoes. Okay, sweetheart. Okay, well, God bless, and you have a great night, sweetheart. And I will see all of you tomorrow at 7. I greatly appreciate you. I don't know what that means, but I greatly appreciate all of you. It's Thankful Thursday, so just know that I'm very thankful for all of you being here, being in my life, being a part of my divine messages that are coming through from God, and sending lots of love and healing prayers to all of you. And tomorrow night we're gonna get the messages, so be ready, be comfortable, and we're gonna, when I say be comfortable, we're gonna hang out a little bit and just get to know each other a little better and stuff like that. And I think it's very imperative that we do that, because like I said, this channel is all about helping each other, being that stabilizer bar for people who need it, and really encouraging and pushing that positive energy out, so that when people see these messages, they're like, wow, positive energy, it's hard to come by nowadays, and it's we got to raise that frequency and that vibration and get it up there. So, all right, you all have a good night. Sending lots of love and light. I greatly appreciate you. Prayers to all who needs it. And I will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. I might do one in the morning. I'm not really sure how that's gonna go. Instead of doing one on my Facebook, I might do one on here in the morning and one in the evening. But we'll see how it's going. So, all right, love you guys. Have a great night. Peace.